Students, now we'll study about overhanging beam subjected to concentrated load at the free end. So this is an overhanging beam. A beam which protrudes beyond support is known as an overhanging beam. So this portion A is protruding beyond the support B. So this is known as an overhanging beam. So first thing here we have to do is we have to find out the support reactions. Let the support reaction at A be Ra and at B be Rb. Now let us use the equation of equilibrium sigma V equal to 0. When we use sigma V equal to 0, the unknowns are Ra plus Rb is equal to W. Now let us take moment of all the forces above B is equal to 0. So moment of W about B is W is acting in downward direction, so it is trying to rotate the momentum A in the clockwise direction, so it is W into A. Now this moment of Ra about B is also clockwise because this Ra is trying to rotate the momentum AB about B in the clockwise direction. So this is also plus Ra into L equal to 0, from which you will get Ra is equal to minus WA by L. This minus sign shows that this Ra is acting downwards. What we have assumed here is wrong. This Ra is acting in the downward direction. Ra is equal to WA by L. Okay, now we have to draw the shear force diagram. So what is the shear force? You consider a section line at a distance small x from the left support, section XX. So first of all, let us write what is the shear force at this section XX. Shear force at XX is the unbalanced vertical force to the left of the section line, which is equal to this reaction only Ra, which is equal to WA by L. It is acting downwards. So our sign concept is right downwards is positive and left downwards is negative. So this is left downwards, so minus. Now this remains constant up to B. Now we'll see what is the, you consider another section at this portion BC. Let this be x1, x1. So what is the shear force? Shear force at x1, x1 is equal to plus W. Okay, right downwards is positive. Now we can draw the shear force diagram. So when we draw the shear force diagram, the forces acting are, so first we have to draw the center line of the beam. Left downwards, it is minus WA by L. Now this remains constant up to the support B, and here it is right downwards, so it is positive W. So this is WA by L, and here this is W, and this is positive and this is negative. Now we have to hatch the shear force diagram, and you write here SFD. So this is how you have to draw the shear force diagram. Now let us see how to draw the bending moment diagram. In order to draw the bending moment diagram, you have to write what is the bending moment at the section XX. So first of all, let us write what is the bending moment at XX. Bending moment at XX at a distance small x from the left support is equal to, here the sign convention is left clockwise is positive. So this Ra is trying to rotate this momentum x about the section XX in the anti-clockwise direction. So it is minus WA by L into X. Okay. So this here you can see the variation is linear variation because bending moment varies with X. Now we can see what is bending moment at X equal to 0. That is bending moment at A is equal to 0. Now bending moment at X equal to L. That is bending moment at B is equal to minus WA into L by L, which is equal to minus W into A. Now you consider the section line from the right, that is x1, x1. What is the bending moment at x1, x1? is equal to right clockwise. Right clockwise is negative. So minus W into X. Let this distance be X. Now we can find out what is bending moment at X equal to 0. That is M at C is equal to 0. What is bending moment at X equal to A? M at B is equal to minus W into A. Okay. Now we can draw the bending moment diagram. So we can draw the bending moment diagram like this. So here the value is W into A minus W into A minus the value is WA. Now we have to hatch it and write under the diagram BMD, bending moment diagram. Now we'll see how to draw the shear force diagram and bending moment diagram for beams subjected to various loads. Now, so in this case, you can see a beam here, cantilever beam subjected to 3 different kinds of loads at different distance from the fixed support. So here we can divide the given beam into several portions such that in each portion a general expression for shear force and bending moment can be written and the shear force and bending moment diagram for each portion can be completed. For example, you consider this cantilever beam. First of all, you have to consider a section line at a distance x from the right support and you have to write the general expression for shear force and bending moment for this portion. So first of all, let us consider portion DB at a distance small x from the right end A. So we can write what is the shear force at this section. Shear force at XX is equal to, let this be section XX, is equal to the unbalanced vertical load to the right of this section line. So the unbalanced vertical load is 10 kilonewton. It is acting downwards. So right downwards is positive. So we can write here plus 10 kilonewton. Now we can write the bending moment at this position. Bending moment for portion DB. Bending moment at XX is equal to 10 into X. So what is our sign concept? Our sign concept is right anti-clockwise is positive. So this is producing a clockwise moment. This 10 into X is producing a clockwise moment about the section line XX. So it is minus. Now we can write what you consider another section line. At a distance small x from the right end B. So next is portion CD. So what is the shear force? Shear force at X, let this be X1, X1. X1 is equal to, right downwards is positive, plus 10 plus 20. So this is equal to 30 kilonewton. Now let us write bending moment for CD. So what is the bending moment of 10 kilonewton about the section line? It is right downwards is, right clockwise is negative. So 10 into X. So bending moment at X1 is equal to minus 10 into X. Now what is the moment of this 20 kilonewton about the section line X1? 20 into X minus 1.5. So it is also right clockwise. So minus 20 into X minus 1.5. Okay. Now we can find out what is the shear force for this portion at X equal to 0. So here the bending moment at x equal to 0, that is bending moment at B is equal to 0, and bending moment at D equal to minus 10 into 1.5, which is equal to 15 kilonewton meter. Now here also we can find out what is the bending moment at x equal to 1.5, that is bending moment at D. So we can check here, minus 10 into 1.5 minus 20 into 1.5 minus 1.5, so this becomes 0. So this is equal to minus 10 into 1.5, which is equal to 15 kilonewton meter. Now we can find out what is the bending moment at x equal to 2.5, that is bending moment at C is equal to minus 10 into 2.5 minus 20 into 2.5 minus 1.5, that is 1, minus 10 into 2.5 minus 20, which is equal to minus 25 minus 20, which is equal to minus 45 kilonewton meter. Minus 45 kilonewton meter. Now we have to consider another section line. x2 at a distance small x from the right support. So we can write what is the shear force at x2. This is equal to plus 10 plus 20 plus 20, which is equal to 50 kilonewton. Now we can write what is the bending moment at this section line. Bending moment at x2 is equal to 10 into x, it is minus 20 into x minus 1.5 then minus 20 into x minus 2.5. So we can find out the value at C, bending moment at C, by substituting x equal to bending moment at C, substituting x equal to 123.5 meter. So we'll get this value as minus 95 kilonewton meter. So now you can draw the shear force and bending moment diagram using these values. So here you can plot all the values in shear force diagram. At the free end it is 10, at this point it is 30, and at the support A it is 50 kilonewton. So you have to write the unit also, then it is positive, and under the diagram you write SFD. Now we can see in the bending moment diagram it varies with x, the equation is varies with x, so there is linear variation. At this point and at the free end it is 0, at C 15, and at this point it is 45 kilonewton meter, and at the fixed end it is the maximum bending moment, that is 95 kilonewton meter. So for a cantilever beam the bending moment will be maximum at the fixed end and 0 at the free end. Okay, and also shear force will be maximum at the fixed end, and the value of shear force will be equal to the load. At this point B we can see value of shear force is the load itself. So we have to draw the shear force and bending moment diagram for beams with different loads by taking section lines at different points and finding out the value of bending moment and shear force by substituting different values for x. Okay, thank you.